What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Looks like just night watcher. Nobody. Oh, delivery freaks is here, or was. Getting my drinks. Yeah, if I wait to start the live stream until I get my drinks, I sometimes don't have anybody on here for 30 minutes. 37 one time before somebody finally popped on. I got to get going. Some dude was just standing there drinking his whole 44-ounce drink at the fountain, blocking me from getting my ice. And I'm like, dude, come on. And then he filled it up again, and I think he was talking on phone through Bluetooth or something. What up, Chevy? Thanks for stopping by. I think there's some new hype thing we can do on these live streams. I got to look into that. I just heard about it last night. Somebody said something on, I don't know what I was watching. It's like a like, but it's a hype. I like I said, I haven't looked into it yet. All right, my ETA is 10:30 and I need to be there by 10:48. So from those numbers, y'all know I'm running behind. I was leaving early, and then my neighbor John grabbed me, wanted me to look at oh shit, I meant to get smoked, so wanted me to come look at his peppers. He's got his outdoor garden. Something's eating his stuff, and it's like boring a hole through him. I go, looks like some kind of worm or something. It's not like a squirrel, because I saw one out in the street. I'm like, oh, somebody's getting at my neighbor's peppers. I figured it'd be, I don't really see many squirrels. I see more cats than anything in the neighborhood. I don't think cats eat bell peppers. Most don't.
Turn right.
Yeah, it's freaking hot. Well, right now it's not so much hot. It's just, of course, you know, I'm going to say it. It's very humid.
Turn right.
I'm going to be miserable at my nephew's wedding later today. That's going to be outdoors. On a Friday and not a Saturday. I didn't make it to the ceremony for his brother's wedding because I had to work later that day. Come on, cars. This kills my neck looking back. I'd rather come straight up to the road and make a 90-degree right turn than this angled launch lane, whatever. It's so hard to look back that way. I don't have windows, so I got the driver's window. That's it. I can't see, like in my truck, I can look back through the back window. It's not as bad on my neck. Oh shit, I know I need to be in the other lane. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that ceremony better be quick. That's all I can say.
In 1 mile, exit right.
I had to order some speaker wires and banana plugs and subwoofer RCA cable. I've got RCA cables. I just wanted something dedicated for this because I bought a Yamaha surround sound system receiver. It doesn't have the remote. I guess it would have a remote. It's older. It doesn't even have the HDMI ports. What up? U-turn delivery, Lisa. I can't forget. Now they got me part of the ceremony. I got to walk my mom up and walk her back out. I'm like, I'm not a freaking usher. That's what the ushers are for. Get more people in your wedding party. Because I was going to skip the wedding and just show up for the reception because it's too damn hot outside. Hottest weekend of the year. It's to date this year. Let's have an outdoor wedding. Now, granted, they didn't know what the weather was going to be, that it was going to be this hot. But it's not like they planned this a year ago. They planned this like 2 months ago. This is a fast wedding. They didn't date for very long. She told me not to, but I told her, don't be surprised if I don't show up in shorts. They want me to dress up. They need to have November weddings. December, January, February, when it's cooler out. Yeah, I wore a kind of a suit to my nephew, his older brother's, even though I missed the wedding. I don't think their wedding was outside though. Can you drive a little faster here? Kind of in a hurry. But yeah, it was hot, and I'm like, there ain't no way I'm wearing a suit again. Sort of a suit. The pants didn't really match the jacket, but they were way more comfortable than the ones that do. Fucking people at the damn intersection with their damn signs. Get a job.
Turn left.
It's not hard. There's lots of them out there. Yeah, I got to be out there a little before 5. The invitations that I got, I assume it's on a lot of them. It says 6 o'clock. And my mom had to get a hold of my younger sister, that's the mom of the groom, to make sure it was 5 o'clock. And she said, yeah, it's definitely 5. I go, that's great. Well, they probably sent out all these invitations with the wrong damn time, and we're going to have a lot of people showing up an hour late. Hope we don't have to wait outside that whole time for them to get there, because I ain't going to do it. I'm being kind of a crab ass about it. Probably gonna have to take another shower because I'm gonna be a sweaty mess. It's easy to do it. It's just it's getting to it, and I have to see it because it's got to go the same way I take it off. I can't just put it any hose up the three ports on it. It's got to be the same hoses because the airflow goes one way. Oh Jesus, I'm doing almost 60. Speed limit's only 50 here. Whoopsie. Yeah, when I left the thrift store yesterday and came home, it switched to defrost right when I was getting on the highway, and finally didn't start coming back out my vents till I was at the stoplight to turn off the highway, like it is right now. And it was hot. Because, I mean, that was like 12 something. It was going on 1. No, it was after 1 because I sat in the parking lot next door and waited for Frederick. I didn't want to be on the highway when I started getting offers. And I only got 1. That's the one I'm doing. Buffalo Wild Wings is where I'm going to. It's going not too far away from home, though. Where it is, I got to zigzag through half of South County to get back to a highway, though. I also have to run by Walmart or Walgreens or somewhere to get a wedding card, and go by my bank and get cash. Which is right here in Fenton. There's one that actually has a lobby that you can go into because I want to get a $50 bill. I know with inflation, the $50 bills these days for wedding gifts is probably a $100 bill, but whatever. That 50 will be just fine. I was shocked. My boss is at St. Louis Pizza and Wings, or my boss, Chris, her and her husband, we invited to our, when I got married, and $50, when it was cash, $50 was about the normal for everybody. We opened their card, they had $200 bills in it. I'm like, damn, $200. That was nice. I can't look at that right now. I don't know why you do that. Oh, they did hit me last night. I was already in bed. There was something on the open board for like $30. Something I couldn't do. I don't remember the details. But I looked at it, I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. They sent it to me as an offer anyway. I'm like, this. Yeah, well, if it's on the open board and they're sending out text to let drivers know if something's on the open board and nobody takes it, you know it's not a good order. Roll this here window up. I gotta remember I have to get off at Manchester today. Before you, oh, you ate it. Oh, it's food. I read chat when I can, but when I'm driving, I can't really read it too well because there's a lot of other cars around me. But at least I try and read it. See, I don't like notifications, so when I have a notification, I feel compelled I have to look at it right away to get that notification off of there. Like a dot or something. It drives me bonkers until I do that. Go, dumbass. How I always get behind the slowest SOB at a stoplight. And because he's driving so slow, yeah, good, he's getting over. I don't have to worry about it. I can stay right in my lane. Yeah, everybody's zipping by me. I couldn't go around him. I may have to swing back by the gas station on my way back out to go to that wedding reception later and get a nice tea or two. It's 50-cent Fridays. I'm like, 50 cents? Cardinals didn't play. And she's like, oh, it's 50 cents Friday. Oh, you know what? I just read that on the door yesterday when I was coming in. Or somewhere in there I read it. And I'm like, have they always done that? I don't know. But they're doing it for this month. So all the fountain, iced tea, coffees, crappuccinos are all 50 cents on Friday, all day. And I got 50-cent drinks yesterday because the Cardinals scored 7 runs the day before. What is that? Pickup reminder. It'd be easier if I had my phone more centrally located over here, because I could just glance right to the right of the wheel and keep one eye on the road. I had to get over 1.4 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and get over now because there's no car in my way. Yeah, I was gonna swing in the Costco out there and top the tank off again on my way if my neighbor wouldn't have caught me. Because it was 11 minutes, an hour and 11 minutes before pickup time when I was about to get in my van. I had to unload that Yamaha surround sound system. I was gonna go back out and do it yesterday, but it was just so damn hot. I ended up just sealing my door off so the air wouldn't get through, and yeah, I was looking at air conditioner heater systems for my trailer yesterday, last night, whenever, not including the labor. The unit looked like it would work perfect for my trailer, like $4,017 and some change, just for that's before tax, before labor to get it installed. Don't even know if that's the right one. I may end up getting a hold of an HVAC company. What up, night watchers? Back here.
Exit right.
Well,
Then,
I'd have to talk to Josh about that.
reported ahead.
Josh B, because he's for some reason he was all happy with his Tesla. It doesn't seem like he's too happy with it anymore. He's pretty much said he will never buy another Tesla. Don't know exactly why, because I don't talk to him very much. And they're damn expensive, even used. And do you really want to get a used electric vehicle? I don't know. I'd rather wait. If I wanted to get an electric vehicle, I'd rather wait till the battery technology got better. That's a big cost in those cars, is that damn battery. I know Randy at Auto Auction Rebuilds just raffled one away, but it was like, I don't know if it was $20 or $100 a ticket, raffle ticket, something like that. And I'm not good at winning that stuff, or I'm not lucky enough, so I didn't bother. Plus, here in the state of Missouri, I'm sure they would have hit me with some hefty sales tax on that, even though it was free. They put a value on it. It may not have cost you anything, but when you go to pay sales tax, they put a value on it. That's why when you're gifted a car from someone, you often put on the title that you paid like $200 for it. So they can't put the value on it. Whatever the minimum is, I don't remember what it is. I don't know if it's $100, $200, or $400. Oh, I'm going to need to be in the right lane. Don't you love those? What kills me when you have them that close, they often give you way too much time between pickup and drop off. Whereas with further away, they won't give you enough time. Well, I don't know how yours works. I'm doing the easy cater. Bacon log cabin. I saw somebody sent me a video last night. I call them like meme videos of over in England. They're having a little. Oh, there's the fruit stand. I was wondering where that was. I'm Facebook friends with them. The problem with all the Muslims moving into England, trying to spread that Sharia law or whatever they call it, like Operation Pork Drop or something like that. They're dropping bacon out of airplanes just everywhere on top of people, and the Muslims are all running, and the non-Muslims are catching the bacon and just eating it. You go, yum, yum, yum. I thought it was pretty funny. What up, Mills? I don't see you in the chat. There you are. My watch hours only went up 4 hours today from yesterday. Must have had something with a few hours drop off. Yeah, this is further out Manchester than I thought. It always looks so close on the map until you start hitting all these stoplights. St. Louis Kolache factory out here. I've never seen a catering order from them. If you're on the Expedite, check your driver location in the driver portal where you got your coverage map. It is so much easier to do this on the computer, but I checked it on my phone yesterday instead. You can pin now where you're actually at, and they'll try and get you orders closer to that area. So I pinned it closer to where I'm at. I'm going to have to see if it's available on my computer, because a week ago it wasn't even available on my app, but they pushed a new build that I have beta testing. So I pinned it, but sometimes you start moving the whole map around, the whole dang thing, by accident. I've done that on the phone, and I got to redo it. It's a pain in the butt. So I was backing out without saving, so it would hopefully put it there. Maybe I'll see better orders closer to me instead of driving 30 plus minutes to all my pickups. We've got restaurants that do catering there in Fenton, but I hardly ever see them. Rarely. Oh, I see I saw your comment. I had to look up.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn right.
I saw McDonald's newer style, and then the new style Taco Bells. They made everything so like monotone, so dull and drab to look at. I miss the bright, vibrant colors of these places. I mean, they look closed when they're open now. That's just the look they have. Oh damn, this is further out in Abelardo's. There's Abelardo's. They must not have any catering. There's nobody there. At least no cars are there. Yeah, Lisa, that Schnucks you actually accidentally went to, the one you thought I worked at, that's where I'm going, is that plaza. I'm turning in it right now. to the Buffalo Wild Wings here. I've never been to this Buffalo Wild Wings. Not this location. I'm gonna get my ass to the sun though, so I somewhat keep a cooler in here. I can't wait for it to cool down a little bit. I want to put that insulation on my roof, or the ceiling here. Okay, they've got the front door and they've got a side door. I'll have to find out when I get in there which one's better for me to go to. There's no handle on. That's probably just an emergency exit. There's no handle on the outside. Oh, and there's no parking spots there. Let's go in the front door. Oh. 19 minutes before pickup. They gave me, damn, 57 minutes. Wait, no. Yeah, 57 minutes to get to the drop-off. It's a 33-minute drive, so they best have this damn thing ready. I'm gonna have to go in there early. 33-minute drive to get to my drop-off. It's because of where it's located. I got to drive quite a ways to get back to the highway. The highway I take to get it will get me somewhat there, but there's no highway exit near my drop-off. And there's no highway to get onto near my pickup. The bulk of the driving is going to be stoplight to stoplight. Happy Feet Spa, body and foot massage. I'd rather go to Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. If you know, you know. It's a video that's been out on YouTube for a very long time. It's called Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. You want to see something, look that up. Or Rhett and Link, one of their original local commercials they did. I think it's Red House Furniture. At the Red House, where white people and black people buy furniture, and Hispanic people poo. It's kind of how it sounds like he says it at the end. It's hilarious. That was my introduction to Rhett and Link. They go through they got another one from way back then. They go through a Jack in the Box, or not Jack in the Box, Taco Bell drive-thru, playing the guitar and singing the order. It's a huge order. And then the guy inside repeats it through the speaker, you know, and he's spot on. And they're just like, holy shit, you're awesome, dude. Oh. You beat me to it, Valerie. I just pulled up and did not get one either. I was under the impression that that was going to be silenced eventually anyway. Yeah, I noticed I didn't get a geofence notification that I arrived at the restaurant. I was going to say something in the beta chat later, but she beat me to it, so I just responded. I don't remember if I got one yesterday or not. Well, when things flood you with too many notifications, you start to mentally block them out. Kind of like this video game I play, Last War. I'm one of the Alliance. I'm in the Alliance leadership for my Alliance. And other Alliance members are like, people never read our notifications we send out. I'm like, it's because you send out too damn many. Limit the notifications and they may actually read them. But when you're dropping 20 plus notifications for the whole Alliance to read a day, they start to ignore the crap. They still do it. They didn't. That was months ago when I said that. All they do is close it and get it out of the way and go about playing their game. That's what I do. Because I have to, even though I'm in leadership, I still get the same damn notifications. Now, let me see what time they sent that. 8:39 p.m. Okay, I wasn't in bed yet when they sent me that. They at 7:05 they sent me a notification that there were new orders in your area. Check the open order board for your next gig. I checked it. I saw it was a Noodles and Company for $30.70 for 8:39 pickup. Well, I'm going to be at a wedding. There's no way I can do that. And then they sent it to me. Like, I looked at it. If I wanted it, I would have taken it. Now, if it would have been paying $300.70, I'd be leaving the wedding early. The reception. I wouldn't let anything miss out on that. I think I was last winter. I passed up on an order paying like $300 and something because it was way up north, and luckily I didn't go because the highways were an absolute mess. There was a ton of accidents that got shut down because of ice on the road, and tractor trailers were all sliding and blocking the whole damn highway. They had to shut it down. So I probably would have never made it to the pickup if I would have accepted. But it was like paying like $317. That broke my heart to not accept that. Yeah, she hasn't gotten them since the new update either. And she's not sure if they've been intentionally silenced yet either. Uh, 11 minutes to pick up time. I got to get in position because, like I said, I'm going to have to go in there just a smidge early to make sure I can get it, because they only give me 33 minutes. God, what are these people? Oh, they got stop signs here. Why all of a sudden is there so much traffic in this strip mall? What is this? Okay, this damn progressive stuff, progressive leasing, whatever it is. Now there's a name. They're calling me Corey. I gotta get his name is Mark Hicks, and there's bill collectors calling me one day looking for Corey Hicks, and I'm like, there's no Corey Hicks, there's no Mark Hicks at this number. This is a number that Mark Hicks used to have, but hasn't had it in a long time since I bought this phone from Cricket, and I was assigned this number. That's the first time I've seen a name on there. I got it marked that I've arrived. I'll be back. I'm going to get my shit and get in there. Please chat amongst yourselves. I didn't even finish my damn Frappuccino yet. fan. I hope my phone doesn't overheat. Freaking allergies. that phone's not overheating. You as well. Thank you so much. Stay cool. Oh yeah, I figured it was going to be overheating. Should have went out and came out. You guys still there? The phone's overheating. Great, flies are in here now. Yeah, they went past the 15 minutes. I haven't even completed the pickup yet. Getting ready to right now. Well, when it goes into overheat mode, the stream completely disappears. It just has this big pop-up thing saying your phone's overheating. Yeah, it was like, because you know I went in there like 9 minutes early, and it was like 1 minute after the pickup time, and he came out of the kitchen, the bartender, and said, yeah, they said it's gonna be like 12 minutes. There's still got some stuff cooking. I'm like, can you make it 15? He's like, I was gonna say 15 because it's probably gonna take at least 15. I'm like, no, 15 is great, because then I'm not liable for any of my stats, drop off time or any of that. I can tell you what, my cappuccino didn't cool off. Stay green, my friend. Stay green. Go, 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 go. Don't slow down. Don't slow down. Don't slow down.
Turn left.
Just go. Okay, I made it. It was turning yellow on me, though. Today, and I'll tell you why. Because there's construction on this road.
Turn right.
And I don't know where it's taking me to down this road. To where? Big, oh, it's gonna, okay, it's gonna wrap me around a big bend. Okay, I understand. Yeah, it has me making a right up here in just random places along the road right now. And I don't know where those random places are. And I haven't really drove the back roads of Baldwin or Manchester or Ellisville out here in a long time. I know there's shortcuts, but I don't remember them. I had delivered out here a little bit back in the late 80s, early 90s, something like that. So when you do that and you don't have GPSs, you learn shortcuts with street guides. Think about it. Cool bartender in there, and I guess a server girl doing side work. She actually lives pretty far away from here. She actually drives kind of past the way to get. She drives the way I would go home from out here, but just keeps on going to Interstate 55 and takes that pretty far south. Long drive. She said it's worth it, so I guess she does all right working for Buffalo Wild Wings. She didn't seem very pleased with where she lives. She said there's nothing to do down there. I've mentioned a bar that was called the Magic Carpet, I don't know if it's still open or if it ever closed. But I went back. I was down there in the mid 80s or 90s. We called it the Dirty Rug. Her father used to go there. She's heard the stories. Her dad's probably younger than me. Like, it was about the most expensive area to get drinks. Yeah, I'm sweating my butt off, and just from loading it from my wagon to my van, I'm dripping. My eyebrows are wet. They had some trivia going. I guess you scan it with a barcode. They used to have it. I don't know what it was called, but a trivia on like places like Buffalo Wild Wings, bigger places like we had Calico's here. They had it there, and they give you this little keyboard with an antenna or two on it, and you played it from wherever you were sitting in the establishment. Well, now I guess they got rid of the little controllers, which that was the main cost in it back then. It was expensive to get that service, but you just scanned the barcode. But I was watching it while I was waiting, and I'm like, shit, I don't think you win anything. Even a couple I wasn't sure. I just made a good educated guess and still got it right. La Petite Academy. I'm gonna have a smoke. I got all the food packed up, and I got another 28 minutes to get there. Yeah, they ran me right about 20 minutes late, 18 to 20 minutes late. More than 15, and I don't know if anybody else on here ever picks up Buffalo Wild Wings catering orders. This location has boxes, no lid, but they're just a little too long for your catering bag. I let them know that. She's like, would you rather them be in bags? I'm like, yeah, please. Because that's how I get them at the other Buffalo Wild Wings I've been to. I've never seen these boxes. I said, I like your boxes, but they're a little too long. Width, they're good, but the length, they're longer than my bags. Well, they're definitely longer than the box that's in my bags. There's a pickup truck 2 cars ahead of me that's driving uber slow. Like 24 miles per hour, I think. Typically people don't drive this slow out here. The speed limit's 30. He's starting to swerve a little here and there. He's either drunk or he's playing on his phone. But it just opened up to 2 lanes of traffic, so I am passing him. Oh crap, do I gotta go straight here? Yes, I gotta go straight. He's turning off the road altogether right now. Good. Because the speed limit's 40 now. I really didn't want to be stuck behind him doing 23, 24 miles per hour and a 40. I don't think I've ever done a DoorDash from Buffalo Wild Wings. I have done several Ubers. They sometimes get some really good orders out of there on Uber. I was at the one over on Hanley near Highway 6440. It was late. They were getting ready to close. I think like 10 minutes. And these 6 young couples come in. They're all together. They're teenage. I don't think they were in their 20s. I think they were like maybe 16, 17 years oldish. And they came in. There were 6 of them. They asked the guy that I was talking to about my order what time they closed, and they said like 10 o'clock or whatever it was. And they're like, oh great guys, we got like 10 minutes, perfect, we made it just in time. I'm like, you realize they close in 10 minutes? They've already got half their kitchen packed up. That's just fucking rude. Go to a place right before they close. Like, they're gonna be spitting on your wings. They still stayed there, but the guy heard me telling him that. He's like, good Lord, dude. I go, hey man, I know how it is. You don't want people coming in 5-10 minutes before you close for the night. I know your kitchen's half broke down right now, cleaned up for tomorrow. And I don't work here, so I can tell them whatever the hell I want. There was a lot of years of people coming in right before closing time that I had pin up in me when I let loose on those kids. So it wasn't just because of that occasion. It was all those times people did it to me. And I couldn't say anything. And I also never spit on anybody's food. I never did anything bad to anybody's food. Even if they came in there 1 minute before closing. They still got the same quality food. But I'm not, there's other people out there that aren't so nice. Because I've seen it. I've seen somebody hock a loogie right on the top of the salad before the Italian dressing went on it. I'm like, dude, that's gross, and I got to deliver it. Who's honking at who? There ain't a single green light here. I hate it. Well, when I was at the grocery store as a chef at Schnucks, and they had cut overtime out. We weren't allowed to get any overtime. And so we really had to start breaking down kind of early. Because it would usually take us past 11. We closed at 10. And I had that same thing happen where a large group of people came in, and it was like the girl or the guy of the group, one of them came up and asked me what time we closed. I said in 5 minutes, 10 o'clock, 5 minutes. And she turns around and said, we made it just in time. They're still open for 5 minutes. I'm like, you bitch. We'd already had the whole cold table broken down on a cart, in the walk-in, in the back. We were done. We were going to be done literally walking to the time clock in like 6 minutes. Until then, so we pretty much had to place, and this is a health code violation. That's what we were arguing with the store director that cut out overtime, because grocery stores' health codes are different than a restaurant's. We can't leave a place messed up. It has to be cleaned per health code. So they started hiring a guy that worked overnights, 8 hours overnight, just cleaning both our restaurant departments. So whatever we couldn't get done, he would get done. But he wasn't part of the restaurant crew, so he didn't know how we really did stuff. He was a cool dude. His name was Steven. But he just didn't know. He didn't know how we did that. He didn't work in the restaurant. He would literally come in at 11 o'clock and work till like 7 in the morning. 7 or 8, because he got a break. Then he'd clean up our mess. Okay, it took me to 141. Why didn't it take me up to that other highway? Just follow it. Where's this going to take me? Oh, it's taking me down to 44. It's taking me all the way to Valley Park, out by where I live. Yeah, we were sometimes in there till midnight cleaning up the mess. I'm going to have to be in this. Well, no, I'm going to have to be in the middle lane, because that lane's going to... Well, no, I think I can be in that lane. Nice people, that Buffalo Wild Wings, but they don't know how to get an order done on time. I don't know how many fryers they have back there, but the chicken wings they have should take no more than 12 minutes to cook. From raw. And I don't know if they're cooking them from raw. Hell, I'm already in Valley Park. Hope that fly flew out here. I'm about to the highway. I'm going to need to get in that lane, though. Or do I? I need 44 east. I think I can get on the highway from either side. I'll stay in this lane until I figure it out. Yeah, I don't get on the highway often from right here. I get off the highway right here, but I don't often get on it. Okay, that's 44 to Rolla. That's not the one I want. Fucking concrete, flipping concrete truck. I may have to cut off. Definitely 44 east. Oh, cool. The Merrimack's still dirty, but it's the water levels dropped considerably. It's starting to clear up. It's starting to get that green look again. Okay, yeah, I can get in the lane on the right. Oh shit, the light's red. I'm looking past the light, not paying attention to the actual stoplight here. No, I want east. That's shit, that's that turn lane. Son of a gun. I thought it was the next one. Not. I'm gonna have to go down to the other spot you can get on the highway. There's no way I'm gonna be able to cut in front of these people to my right. I'm all the way up at the stoplight, and it's the on-ramp's just past it. Go, Hyundai, go! Why do I keep getting behind people that don't go when the stoplight turns green? That's like 3 times now today. Screw it. I just cut over. I got it. Now I don't have to worry about another stoplight. That's why I wanted off. I wanted to get on this side. But there was a truck pulling a Bobcat, towing on a trailer, that decided he didn't want to go this route. And I was able to cut across behind him last second. So, okay, the vent is all the way up. Where am I taking this to? It's not telling me. I'll tell you one thing, Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't ever eat there because I don't think you get what you pay for. But it sure does make my van smell good. Two restaurants. That Panda Express yesterday made it smell like a big giant fart. All that broccoli, beef and broccoli, chicken and broccoli. I don't know. There's a lot of broccoli. I wish I had a thermometer in here for outside temperature. I thought about breaking out my truck tonight and driving it, but I'm not gonna. Those plates are expired on it from like 2023. Because I hadn't planned on keeping the truck. I wanted to get rid of it on a trade-in, but you know, some of you know they only offered me $200 on a trade-in on a truck I could sell for $2,000. I wasn't gonna. I would have settled. I would have taken $1,500. Was the lowest I was gonna go. But he insulted me with $200. I'm like, $200? I told him the lowest I was gonna take was $1,500. The camper shells worth more than $200. Where's this having me drive to? Okay, I see where it's going. It's having me get off in Webster Groves.
Police reported ahead.
Yeah, I see that. It looks like a lot of police heads on the Waze map. So everybody keep on passing me. Fly on by me. I'll keep doing the speed limit. Why is everybody slowing down? Oh, I think the cops got somebody pulled over up here. They got something going on. Jesus. Looks like they pulled over a RV towing a Kia Soul. Or the RV broke down. The cops checking on them. Texas plates. A lot of Texas plates lately. Oh, there was my vent. I don't feel any air coming out. I was wondering if getting to that vacuum check valve would be easier if I pulled the doghouse off in here, but I got an air-conditioned shop for it. Oh, when I pick up breakfast orders from either like Cracker Barrel or Bob Evans, those usually make my van smell pretty good too. Bacon and sausage is about all I really smell, and I like the smell of that. Come on, this hill is too long. I need some air coming back out these vents. I've been going uphill for like a mile and probably have another half mile to go. My motor's not struggling to do it. All right, I'm leveling off now. Come back out the vents now. I'm starting to go downhill. Come on. There we go. On the invitation for this wedding, there's a QR code. I scan it. I go there, and it says Q&A. So I click on the Q&A. It says, "Where is it?" It's going to be outside, and then the receptionist is going to be inside. It doesn't tell you the address. It doesn't tell you the name of the venue. It just says, yeah, it's going to be outside, and then we're going to be inside. A lot of thought really went into these the invitation. I wish I still had it pulled up on time. Shit. Yeah, I need to figure out something to keep people occupied when I'm doing pickups and drop-offs. Typically, people just chat along with each other on other people's live streams. I can't get a engaging chat going for nothing on mine.
Turn right. Turn right.
Typically, I take it most of the people that get on my live stream are also out working.
1 mile.
I don't have a whole lot of time for chit chat because they're out there filling their bag. More construction here. Wherever I am, Webster Groves. Man, that's a big. Oh, that's a water park. Wait, that's Watson. What the hell water park is that? I didn't know they had one. I don't get over this way very much. That's a big ass water slide, though. I thought it was just a big park with a big slide, but it's like a water park. They probably got a public swimming pool too. Damn, this thing is a bouncing. It's because the roads suck. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the whole phone mount for live streaming soon.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn left.
What I had thought about, if I could either I'm gonna have to build a center console. That's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Or buy one from the junkyard if I can find one, a headrest with a upper center console in there. I can put a bar up there and hang the stream phone from the top instead of from a post going up, and it wouldn't swing bounce as much. It says I'm 7 minutes out, and then I gotta head to the bank, and then I gotta head to. I think I'm gonna go to Walgreens because it'll just be easier to get in and out. My first delivery job ever. I wonder if it's still a Cairo. See it now. That was Ruma's Deli back then. Crestwood is what it's called. The main store I worked at, they didn't have a spot for me to deliver, but they had a daytime, full-time position available over at the Watson location, Crestwood.
In 1 mile, turn right, and then turn left.
So I worked over here and also worked full-time as a sandwich maker over at the original one. Yeah, that was 80 plus hours a week when I was 18 years old. I often hit double, sometimes triple overtime working there. So I had them cut me hours down. And then it was like Thursday, and I was not on the schedule the rest of the week, and I said, what gives? And they're like, well, you already worked your 40 hours by then. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, okay, then throw me on like 10 more hours somewhere. After, working 80 plus hours a week for quite a while, 40 hours seemed like nothing. I also worked as a valet parker for Larkin Valet Parking for a while I was working there. And then I also worked for the Carpenters Union on Saturday and Sunday mornings to afternoon. We were usually done by 1.
Turn left.
Picketing, I got paid to picket, basically. They called it hand billing. We sat at the entrance to a non-union contracted condo complex that was being built, and if anybody pulled up looking at them or wanted any information, we handed them a pamphlet that's explained that they were non-union contractors, and they called it a bill. So I don't know. All I can tell you is in 1987 I was making $10 an hour doing that, which was minimum wage was only $3.35, so that was damn good money. Valet parking paid pretty good, but that was usually on weekend nights. The Carpenter Union thing, that was just for a summer. I was never in the Carpenters Union, but I worked for them. Oh, sweet. The light's green, because this light sucks when it's not. That's my least favorite intersection in St. Louis. A lot of accidents happen there, too. I'm almost to the drop-off. Yeah, this really brought me in a different way. I didn't know how it was going to take me to get here because it's not close to a highway. not certain I would have plotted the course the same way, but GPSs are a lifesaver. Well, if I didn't have a GPS, I'd just spend more time before I ever even picked up the delivery, mapping out my course for the delivery. Batting cages. I haven't been to the batting cages in a long time. This is Tower T. They got like a par 9 course, golf course, driving range. I've never, oh shit, I just totally, hey, I gotta go turn around right here. Looking to my left and drove right past my turn. It snuck up on me real fast. But I can make a U-turn right here. I know where I am now. Very familiar with this area. Actually, I almost got an apartment over here, a townhouse. I was looking into them before I bought the trailer. But it's not close to a highway. I got to be close to a highway. But they were affordable. But then I found out it's a 2-story townhouse. And my friend Michelle, her sister, and her mom lived in them a long time ago. And I never knew. There's a 3rd floor that has just regular apartments in it. So you'd have people walking above your head. Yeah, triptychs, I think they called them back then. Yeah, we used to get those for taking road trips.
Turn left.
I believe they called them triptychs. Something like that. I'd have to ask my buddy Tori, because he used to work for him. I just had insurance through them back then. I didn't really have the auto club. I was supposed to. They only charged like an extra $10 back then. They have the lowest auto club membership. They just tacked it onto the insurance bill. Oh wait, I think that was that annual. I don't remember. Yeah, because I could use the AAA. You can still use it. Yeah, do you ever get your AAA discount when you're traveling, Lisa, at hotels? It's not much, but it can typically knock out the sales tax. Like 10%. 10% off. I even when I just had the insurance, I didn't really have the auto club. I definitely took advantage of it. It says I've reached my destination. I don't see the building that I saw on Google Street View. There's literally a building that has a freaking sign on it somewhere. Let me look at the drop-off instructions. That tree is blocking that sign. Now I'm parallel with it. That is not where I'm going. That is that Weaver Brothers? No. That's Sticka. I came to an auction over here and got a big ass 12-foot ladder, folding ladder. I think I've delivered here once before. I'm gonna have to turn around. I think that might be their building over there. I'm gonna come down here and turn around though. I looked it up and it showed their building with the big ass Weber sign on it. This isn't it. Damn, I could use that air conditioner unit. That would cool off a whole bunch of trailers. New Way Returns, New Way Rental? Okay, I'm definitely not in the right spot. But there's a cell tower right there. This is just some warehouses. If I could get YouTube making me some money, I would love to rent like a warehouse type area that is air conditioned so I can create a YouTube studio there. But it's got to be pretty cheap. I'm going to turn down this way and see if this says Weber on the building somewhere, because none of the other ones are. And I know damn well I saw it on the building when I was doing the street view. It might be back down here. See, that doesn't say Weber. And the GPS is pointless. It says I'm at the location out there somewhere. This is not it. Where the piss are they? Thank God my drop-off time's not affected by this. It may be the next street down. That's what I'm going to go check out. Because I haven't found the building that I saw online. I'm looking for Weber Industries. And they have a sign on their building. A big sign. I saw it. This is twice this week I've had an issue with the drop-off. Web troll. Yes. Damn it. It says it's down this way. Out there it is. I see their sign now. That's where I'm going. Why do you have that sign here when it's over here? This is where. Yeah, I have delivered here. They've got a big freaking gate. Can I get there from here? Yeah, the gate's open. Let's hope the gate stays open until I at least make it through. Yeah, it's been a long time since I delivered here. I remember now. I'm going to probably go to that door right there. I'm going to turn around first. It was somebody's retirement party the last time I was here. Yeah, looks like I'm going to deliver right there. I'm going to turn around. It was rainy that day I was here. I think I had the same damn issue the last time I was here. Denise.
Thank you for calling WebTroll, a division of Weber Industries. If you know your party's extension, enter it now.
I don't know why people persist on giving numbers that they don't answer. She's outside waving at me. I'll tell her, yeah, I knew where to go. I had to turn around. I'll be back. Okay, I left the van running this time. And that was actually no setup. They got plenty of people in there, but I was also running a little bit behind because of Buffalo Wild Wings, not because of me. Okay, that's a little tighter. No, that was chicken and pickle. That was funny though. It was 20 years. Judging by the cars that I saw, the years of the cars, because they were like brand new back then. Yeah, she saw me on the map go down the wrong way. And I'm like, you know, it's where the GPS takes me. I hate it when it does that. I go, I know what your sign looks like, and I just thought it was further back. Then as soon as I got up, I looked down and saw it just the same way I did the last time I came here. But what I don't get, this is a decent paying order on a Friday. They order every week. Every week. I just found that out. Every single week for the last 6 years. It's the second order I've done here. How come I never see it? Because I would enjoy doing this one if they would order from somewhere closer. Well, technically, they could have gotten a Buffalo Wild Wings a lot closer. Let me see here. Buffalo Wild Wings near me.
Here are the listings for Buffalo Wild Wings near me near.
Looks like there's one 3.8 miles from here. That would have not have taken 33 plus minutes to get here. And that is, I don't know which one. And there's another one that is 4.5 miles from here. Another one that is closer to here than the one that I had to pick up from. And there's another one 4.4 miles from here, just right out in Kirkwood. Much closer. I do understand that not all restaurant locations actually do catering. But out of the 3 that are closer, I bet one of them does. But yeah, that was that more? No, it's a 10%. It wasn't more because it had a bunch of mileage pay on it. $13.40 mileage pay because it was going 18.7 miles. There's a train. I'm stuck at a train. No setup. You put it on the table and they take it from there. And they had veggie trays that was sent with this. That was the worst looking celery I've ever seen. Like down that stuff you cut off at the bottom where it all comes together with where the root is. They just peeled it off and left that nasty, gnarly looking root edge on the celery. They didn't trim it down into nice celery sticks. It was just the whole freaking stalk. They were about that long, probably about 5 inches long, instead of little ones that take more time and make it look a lot better. It just didn't look like good celery. But they do catering all the time, and they're probably used to stuff like that. Which is sad. The restaurants charge a lot of money for that stuff. They should take a little more pride in just, showcase the product, make it look good. Teach your prep staff well too, how to execute the job properly. That's where it starts right there. And if you do shit half-assed, so's your crew. Teach and lead by example. There's the end of the train. Not even a caboose. They don't do cabooses anymore. I just opened the wrong thing. Come on, raise up so I can get through this thing. Where's Valcor? I think I need to get to Valcor and make a left. I could bust a left on Weber here. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could be going to other apps, but if they order once a week, every week, for 6 years, The only other thing is I could have orders that are, go ahead. I could have other orders that are bigger, better paying, but it's Friday. Something that pays 140 bucks on a Friday is a damn good order because Fridays are dead. I don't know if they only order on Friday though. But I mean, I made an extra almost 14 bucks just off mileage on that one, which I wouldn't have got if it came from one of those closer ones. Wouldn't even have got mileage paid, but I would have saved a whole lot of time in driving. I'd rather save the time than get the extra $13.40 or whatever it was. That's the road I'm looking for. McKinsey. I don't know what kind of food they're going to have at this wedding reception tonight. But I hope they had it catered. They save a bunch of money because my sister has a wedding rental place, the Mustard Seed. They'll get a venue that doesn't provide the tables and chairs because she can do that, make everything, and all the centerpieces and everything. She's got it all. But it takes so much of her damn time to do it. Well, if she keeps growing, she'll eventually be able to hire an actual staff to help get all this stuff done. She does have a business partner that's very active in the business as well. Terry Lynn, I can't remember her name. Kind of sounds like a prawn name, that, you know, a P-O-R-N. Or a dancer, a go-go dancer, Terry Lynn. I think her name is Terry Lynn. Twigs. What is that? There's a JJ Twigs. I think that's a chain. But this is just Twigs. You know what? I'm going to make a right here. I can take this all the way out to where I need to be. There was something I wanted to look for, and it was over in this area, and I don't remember what it was. I looked it up online and found it was over here somewhere. Actually, right where I'm driving right now, when I worked for the Carpenters Union, I'm going through underneath a viaduct right here. There's a roads that go up on each side. There's a storage unit thing that was built by non-union contractors. I got $10 an hour to pay $10 an hour to sit on the wall of this fence up on this road to watch the Afton Day Parade go by with a sign talking about them non-union contractors, basically picketing. Back in 1987. Might have been 88. Yeah, I'm going to eat light today because I might eat heavy tonight. Kind of looking forward to the salad at dinner tonight. For some reason, as long as they got it catered in, a lot of these, the weddings, as long as it's not Caesar, I'm not if it's traditional Caesar dressing, I don't like it. It has anchovies in it, and I do not like anchovies. But real Caesar dressing, it's basically a couple of anchovies. Well, if you're just making one salad for yourself, a couple of anchovies that you mash in the bottom of a bowl into nothingness. Then you add a couple of egg yolks in, some I think lemon juice, salt, pepper, maybe some garlic, whisk it up, and that's pretty much your Caesar dressing. Not much salt, because there's a lot of salt in the anchovies. But making a real Caesar dressing, it's super easy. A lot of people don't actually use the real anchovies. They get that little tube of anchovy paste and use that instead. But I'm told that that's how I do it. But I'm told that actual real anchovies work better. But because I've made a lot of fresh Caesar dressing. I just don't personally like it. That doesn't mean it's not good. I just don't like anchovies. There's not much I don't like. Anchovies is one of them. Sweet potatoes and sardines, that's about it, really. I can eat about anything. I don't like eel. And I don't like getting sushi with squid or the squid ink in it. I'm not a fan of that. Now I can eat calamari, which is France, to the big over there. Sells for over here. Like the flavor of blue crab, apparently that's what she said, and that's expensive over here. Now one of the chefs, I had to read it because he only spoke Italian. I don't understand Italian. He said shortly after they're caught, they start getting a foul smell and taste to them. Shortly after they're out of the water. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever had blue crab. They're not that big. However, another chef, they're doing something with them at their fancy fine dining restaurant, and the pinchers were real big on the ones he had. The ones that were at the fish market, didn't look like they were very meaty. The claws weren't real big, the pinchers, whatever you want to call them. Dang it, red light, I was doing so good. There used to be a place right here called Johnny's Market. I used to work at a car wash right down, I just passed it actually, in detail shop. And we cashed our checks there a lot at Johnny's Market. There's a little grocery store. That's been gone a long time. At one time we had a lot of those. They pretty much had all your staples of the big supermarkets. They just weren't that big. They usually only had like one location. Like there was a Gardener's Market, which may still be around, but it's not like it was back when it was good. Bosnians took it over, bought it. And it's just different. There's Johnny's Market. They had a little butcher shop and everything, and there's like your big supermarkets, only smaller. I like those kind of stores. Sunset Aquatech. I need to go there sometime. They've got, I guess I got stuff for fish tanks. I don't know. My fish tank's doing really good now. I got it to clear up, and it's staying clear. I've got the live plants with the roots in there growing down. It's definitely a different. The way the plant feels, the leaves on it feel way different now that since I've had the roots in that fish tank water for about the last week, maybe a little over a week. It's 12:06. I won't know yet. And weekends suck here, so watch them give me a banging breakfast order for tomorrow that I don't want because I'm going to be at a wedding reception late tonight. I probably won't be back home till 11, probably at least 11 o'clock tonight. Because it's an hour drive to get home. Yeah, I'm almost in Fenton now. Like I said, I wasn't that far from home, or from my area. I'm not going home yet. I got a couple stops. I cut my hair today too already. I gotta leave to head out there probably about 3:40ish. Sorta. Sort of, but not really. That's why I'm not picking up my mom. My sister wanted me to drive all the way. I'm like, that's like a 30-minute drive to go out of my way to pick her up, take her to the wedding, and then drive her back home tonight. I'm like, you're asking me to do like an extra hour and a half easy driving on top of me driving all the way out there. No, I mean, you all live out there. Somebody pick her up on the way and take her home when you leave. I had to put my foot down. My nephew, Connor, Chris and Nancy's second oldest boy, their oldest one got married at least a year ago. They just had their first baby like a week or two ago. And then my older sister, her son Brandon, we just found out his wife's pregnant again. She's like 1 month. What up, Ray Jax? I got a wedding to go to in September too with my friend Meredith, but I'm debating not going as much as I want to because I will know her. That's it. She's going to be the only person I know there, and she's the bride, so I won't be hanging out with her. Maybe a little bit, but not much. So I'm debating just sending her a wedding gift and not showing up. I'll tell her that. I'm driving. I didn't know he was here. I wasn't hitting any red lights. When I hit a red light, I finally looked at the chat. Yeah, I just said I was doing so well. I was hitting everything green, and I finally hit a red light. Ray Jax, did you ever work at Sapperton Car Wash and Auto Detail with us? Because I know there was like 10 or 12 of us to work there. Me, Kramer, Dave Ibiwishin, Tim Baker worked there, Tori. I can't even remember. There was like 10 or 12 of us that worked there. I can't remember if you worked there or not. They all gave me shit when I became the crew chief. Dowcap, I was thinking you did. Yeah, there was a shit ton of us. It was fun. Yeah, I think that's the only place I've ever worked with so many friends that all worked at the same place at the same time. I still like detailing cars. I really dug that. Too bad I had to work with that lazy frickin' Gaetano Piazza that kept taking credit for my work and pushing all the work onto me and him doing very little. I would have worked there longer, but I couldn't deal with him any longer. I did run into Steve Berger down at the Blarney Stone one time, not real long after that, but it was a while after that, and I explained to him. He's like, well, you should have came to me, because Guy was no longer there. Remember that on the intercom? Guy, come to my office, Guy. His son became a MMA fighter. I don't know if he's still in it. I think his name was Steve Berger too. I used to drive the boss man's caddy once in a while to run some errands for him when I worked there. But I drove the shit out of that Cadillac. I think it was Tori. When we used to run up to Sunset Ford and get their rental cars and bring them down and wash them, I think Tori was the one that got pulled over and got a speeding ticket in like an old one of them Ford Probes back then. I think that's what he was driving. The good old days. We did have some fun back then, I will have to say. Damn it, my foot itches. They've got this so automated here. I wonder if I can do what I want to by going through the drive-through. I want a $50. I'm gonna withdraw 100, but I want a $50 bill. I want a 50, 2 20s, and a 10, or 2 5s. That's what I want. 2 5s. Maybe I'll get 4 5s. And then a 20. I told my mom, don't be surprised if I show up in shorts. It's been so long since I've been inside a bank. I just need to withdraw some cash. Well, if the stupid where did I go yesterday? Thrift store. Their credit card machines weren't they could only accept cash. And one, I don't carry much cash with me. I did have $40, but I couldn't buy one of my items because I didn't have enough cash on me. The lady could have just gave me a deal on a couple things, but she didn't. I treat it like it's a red tag. Everything red tag was half price yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Do I go in and fill out a withdrawal slip? I have to pull up my bank info because I don't know my bank account number off the top of my head since I never have to really use it anymore. Damn it. And no, I did not know Pedro was on Roy's panel last night. I was watching other things. I popped on Roy's for about 10 seconds. Heard Cherry going on about something, somebody else saying something. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like hearing any of this. It's like everybody arguing. I don't feel like hearing people arguing. That's what I'm looking for. I can pull up my info. I'm going to try and leave this live stream going and then not be in there long because it's going to overheat. Well, this time the phone's in the shade. When I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, it was not. I gotta make it quick because I gotta pee. They may have a restroom in there. I don't know. I've never looked for a public restroom in a bank before. Most of my banks don't even have a lobby anymore if you can even find the damn building. They closed most of them. Did my deposit go through? Yep, okay. You gotta understand. In his mind, he may not have. I don't know if he has or hasn't. I probably may have said some untrue things, not knowingly though. Typically what I spout off about anything is the truth to me. I don't know if they do. I've never looked. That's what I just said. I've never looked for a restroom in a bank before. You're usually just in and out. Well, unless you're in there like applying for a home loan or something. Other things, mortgages, car loans, whatever you might be in there for more of an extended time. There's a Barnes & Noble booksellers here. There's this guy that's been popping up on my shorts feed. He's a reseller, like on eBay, maybe Amazon too, I don't know, wherever he resells. He makes a lot of money buying books from like yard sales and the thrift stores because you can get them so cheap, like pennies on the dollar. And then they got to be in good shape, but then he turns around and sells them for quite a good markup. I never even would have thought of that about books. But no, I see the books all the time when I'm at the thrift store, and they've got really good books, like 10 for $10 or 10 for, I don't know, they got some $10 deal, but usually you can get books for like $1 a piece. If you're turning around and selling those for $20, $25 a piece on eBay or Amazon, that's pretty good markup. And then charge them shipping. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to run in here and try and figure out how to withdraw $100. It's been so long. I got the window cracked. I'm leaving the AC on as long as I can. I'm going to unplug that mirror. What do I need? Nothing. That's a good ink pen. You don't want to lose it. Wait, what's that say? Here's the deal. UDM has moved past that. So does everybody else. I don't even want to hear about it, to be honest. That is so far in the past that they both moved past it. You need to too. Okay, it's not overheating. Good. I still don't know if they have a bathroom in there. I didn't even look. I had to get in line. Didn't need the ink pen. They basically have a pad for your debit card at each teller window. You just punch in your card and you tell her what you want. I told her I need a very crisp $50 bill, and then a 10, a 20, a 10, and 4 5s. And then she's like, would you like an envelope? And I go, no, I'm fine. I put it right in my wallet. She's like, wait, you just asked me for that super crisp $50 bill and you put it in your wallet? I go, it's only going to be in there for like 30 minutes. I go, it's a bifold, not a trifold. It'll be fine. I said, I put the 20 on the outside to protect it. So it's kind of funny. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to overheat, but I got the AC blowing on it now. When I get to Walgreens, I will have to end the stream then, because I may be in there a while and I can't keep the live stream going. I haven't smoked before I go up there. I don't know what the guy 2 people ahead of me did, but she said, you know, there's an $8 fee for that. And it was the guy ahead of me, it was his buddy. And I'm like, did she just say an $8 fee for whatever he's getting done? She's like, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm like, I heard $8 fee. I hope she's not going to charge me $8 to withdraw $100 from my damn account that's at this bank. I mean, it looked like he was just cashing a paycheck. It might be outside of this bank. The bank, it may be drafted from a bank account at this bank, but if he doesn't bank here, maybe that's it. I don't know. Just speculating because I have no clue, but it was an $8 charge. But I do know they charged me like $15 for a money order when I was getting into the trailer park, because I had to pay with a money order that first time. And then I found out you could go to Walmart and get one for like $1. You would think the bank you bank at would give you the best deal on a money order. But credit unions are so much better as a financial institution versus a bank. And you're like part owner. You know what? I'm going to go to the Walgreens closer to the house. Just thought about that. I was going to go up the hill here, but yeah, there's one pretty much on my way home, just a little out of my way. Yeah. Hell of a convenience fee. There's US Bank. I was with US Bank before I joined that bank, because I moved to a different when I first started working at Shop and Save, there was a US Bank right out, in our parking lot. So I got a US Bank account. US bank account. And then when I transferred to the other one, that US Bank was no longer convenient to me. Then there was that bank was over by there, but there's also one that was right up the street from me that closed. Well, they first went to these like ATMs on steroids out there. It was like a teller without dealing with a real teller, and they I think they had still had the lobby open at that time, and then they ended up shutting the lobby down completely, and that's all you had there was those big ATM machines out there at the drive-thru instead of real people, and then they closed the whole place down. And I know I went to another location, they no longer had a lobby either. Just ATM. Like, you got this big old building here now, and all you're using is the ATM. Okay. Yeah, the US Bank, they were closing early on Saturdays. They open late on, I think they open late, close early, or sometimes they weren't even open. On Saturdays when I had it, that's when I had more of a chance to get there. because they were getting robbed through the drive-thru too much. There was a Mexican, Spanish, I don't know what she was, working there, and she had told me that she became I kept running into her after I wasn't banking there any longer. She was pretty cute. She started going to the AutoZone I was working at, the second one, not the first one, with her family. I don't think she was married. It was like her father and siblings, and I don't know who they were, but there was a lot of them. I was like, I bet they can cook really well in that family. I should hook up with her. She can speak English very well, too. And I can't speak Spanish very well. Come on, air. Come out of my vents, not my floor. This is what it did to me yesterday, the same stretch of road. Well, it is kind of an incline until I get up here. Then it goes down a hill, then we go back up a hill. So I'm hoping it starts coming out of my vents here shortly. It's a vacuum. Your climate control system, it's driven by vacuum pressure. And I got to replace this, if you can see my screen, this vacuum check valve. That's the main culprit that usually does this. So when you're going up a hill, the vehicle requires more power to get up that hill, and it takes, somehow the vacuum switches to the defrost, switches my climate control to the defrost, because it gives more power to the whatever. I don't know. That's just my research. Like if you've ever turned your vents on a vehicle and you hear psh, 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 you kind of hear like a little air hiss. That's because it's vacuum driven. I know you've had to have heard that on some vehicle you've driven. I don't know if you still got that. You still driving that what up, Shane? You still driving that Grand Prix GXP? I know you got a bunch of shit fixed on it. That was a while ago. That does have some good get up and go. I remember driving it up to Bevo a couple times. I didn't dog it out though. I wouldn't do that. Not if it's not my car. If it's somebody's car, I know I won't. But you know, did you ever work at Larkin Valley Parking? Because we ran the shit out of them cars any chance we could get. Man, why can't they make parking lots to provide shade for the vehicles? It is so freaking hot. I wasn't sure if you were, I know me, Dan Weber, I think Scott Odom did. I don't even think Tino may have even done that a few times. There was a handful of us that did it. Dan Weber, I know he did. Oh, Sean Best, I believe he did. He was there. Maybe Gabe Weber might have too. We didn't always get to work together, but oh hell, I think Jim Gogo. I wonder whatever happened to old Jimmy Gogo. I don't even know how to spell his last name. Barely knew how to pronounce it back then. Wonder whatever happened to him. The last time I saw him, we hung out, went over to the Oz and Pops, and he was using a foreign accent all night, talking to all the ladies like he was from somewhere in Europe. I don't remember where. It wasn't English. It was like broken English. It was pretty entertaining, but he was doing it all night. That was the last time I saw him, and that had to be early 90s. that was a fun little gig, but I sometimes didn't have a car to get there. I think my Volkswagen was in the shop. Bad clutch, or before I got the Sirocco. That was before I got the Sirocco. I had the Monte Carlo, and the brakes were bad. I don't think I had the Sirocco after I started. I don't think I had the Sirocco any time that I worked for Larkin Valet Parking. There was some Deer Creek something somewhere in Ladue. We parked cars as much as we could up closer to the house. It was a big house, but then we had to go to the outer street with the cars. I remember either Sean or Dan. It was like an old Caprice station wagon, like from the early 80s, the big square ones. He's out there trying to brake torque it. It was Woody, white with the Woody fake stuff on the side. I don't know what happened to Sean. He was on Facebook, but he's been off Facebook for quite a while. I know his sister moved to Potosi long time ago. I think she got married and had a bunch of kids. Don't know. But I'm going to get off here. I got to run in Walgreens and find a card. Go home and do some more laundry. And I got to leave in about 3 hours. I may do a live stream for the ride out. I may not. I probably won't. Because that's just me looking for company. I may do something else to fill my time on the way out there. Yeah, hey, Rajax, if you want to go to a wedding reception in September with for a bunch of people you don't know, you could join. You could be my +1. That one's in town though. I don't know exactly where it is. I have to look at the invite. I still haven't RSVP'd. I think it's in September. Pretty sure. But I might actually drink at that one, and I don't drink anymore, so you never know. Now my nephew Christopher, when he got married, I did have a few cocktails there, but I did what? Get those watch hours. Oh, do it. Get those watch hours. I'm fine. I might jump on a Discord or something. Or I might just rock out. Anyway, I'll hit you up, Rajax, if I think I got to look up this info when I get home, or sometime between now and then when I can still RSVP. No, I was drinking Crown Apple and Cranberry out of my nephew's, the older brother of the one I'm going to tonight, and I had a few of them, but I was fine. I ate a lot. I had to drive all the way back down here. That one was even further away. That was in Silex, Missouri. You had to drive all the way out past where you turn off to go to my parents for like 10-15 minutes, then make a left and drive like another 20 minutes. Yeah, it was like an hour and 30-minute drive when it was all said and done. But I'll catch you all later. Peace. I'm out of here.